Now, the House Oversight Committee was scheduled to hold a hearing over the GW encampment today, but it's been canceled since they were cleared out.
However, other lawmakers are holding a hearing on anti-Semitism in K-12 schools. The Education Subcommittee is hearing testimony from the heads of some of America's largest school systems.
CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins us from Capitol Hill. He's covering all of this. Scott, how are these hearings compared to the ones we saw with college administrators over the last few months, where they were grilled about the safety of students on campus?
There are parallels as House Republicans synchronize this series of public hearings with educational leaders to face tough questions about either anti-Semitic tropes, imagery, or intimidation that's going on college campuses. And today they're focusing on K-12, elementary, middle, and high schools. They've called 3 leaders from top large school systems around the country: the Chancellor of New York Public Schools, the Superintendent of Berkeley, California Unified Schools, and the President of the School Board near Washington, D.C. in Montgomery County, Maryland. In each of these school systems, there have been anti-Semitic incidents in recent months. There have been challenges filed against these school systems by those involved, and they're taking questions about what are you doing about it, how are you disciplining or terminating employees responsible, and what are you doing to create a safer space for students. As the questioning began early this afternoon, Errol and Lana, the 3 school leaders, all said unequivocally they denounce the incidents and have worked to foster a more inclusive and safer environment. But they are facing the question, why haven't you fired more people? Why haven't more people been terminated, moved off the campus grounds? Some of this comes back to there are labor agreements that slow down termination processes, that slow down the ability of school systems to fire people. That's where the rubber hits the road in these hearings today. But there's a more fundamental bottom line, Errol and Lana. These congressional hearings have shown in the last few months the ability to change things indirectly. We saw 2 university presidents lose their jobs after being questioned a few months ago. There may be this sense in Congress they can change behaviors, change policies just by doing the grilling at public hearings.
Well, Scott, I want to also talk about your discussion with former House January 6th Committee Chairman Benny Thompson. He's warning about so-called chaos during this upcoming election. What exactly does he mean by that?
Few people know more about what happened after the 2020 election and what gave rise to January 6th than the then chair of the House January 6th Committee. It was a historic, unprecedented investigation into the dynamics and the unsettled nature of what happened after that election. And he is issuing this warning in an interview with CBS News that he's concerned about that time period between November 2024 and January 6, 2025. Take a listen.
I think the potential for another January 6th is there. The reason I say that is the majority of the people who orchestrated January 6th before are now saying, in so many words, I'm not certain that I will accept the findings of the 2024 election.
He says he's being mindful of the fact that that danger is there, but that too many people aren't, considering there's election denialism that persists. And Errol and Lana, there's this fear, no matter the results, the Trump supporters may not accept the results.
And before we let you go, Scott, we know Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene and House Speaker Mike Johnson spoke on what was their second day of talks yesterday. There were reports that Trump was encouraging her to back off of her MTV, this motion to vacate. What's new on that front and their conversations?
They had a marathon conversation yesterday, and Ms. Greene of Georgia is still holding that leverage, threatening a vote to oust Speaker Johnson. It's not going to succeed, but it can cause some political chaos in the process. She's just not giving an indication when she's going to use that leverage. What's the timing for all this? And that could be any number of issues at play, but one of them is that she knows she's going to lose the vote, and the longer she holds out the prospect, the longer she'll be surrounded by cameras and reporters, as you see on the screen right now.
Very interesting how all that works in Washington. Scott MacFarlane, thanks.
Thanks, Scott.